The cannons of the pirate ship ready to fire in the north end zone. We can only be one place. Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa, the home of the Buccaneers. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, alongside Greg Olson, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey. Set for the start. Off we go from Raymond James Stadium. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They run with the argument. It's Bucky Irving. Inside the 30. And he will go all the way. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. York, good on the extra point. And the Bucs will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Okay, ready?
They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
He'll take this forward for about 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bucs' 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Moving left. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
I don't think we all appreciate enough just how difficult it is to throw on the run. The technique, the arm strength, the accuracy, all of those things on complete display on that 1st down pass.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. Throw here down the field will fall incomplete.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. That one on the center, Tyler Biadasz. Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. A quick slant into the hands of Johnson. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. They get 25 on that connection. It's good for a Falcon 1st down. Throwing again, it's Penix. That's complete to Rice. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. He separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
On third down, Penix. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Here's Smith to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. On the ground, that is Brashard Smith. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Trap 60. Mustang 19. Let go.
And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
Yeah, at some point, you just have to know when the party's over. You just have to cut your losses. I think in this case, he's just trying to do a little bit too much, make something out of nothing, and he ends up being taken back for a pretty big loss.
Let go.
He'll look to throw. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Not fun here. 3rd and a lot.
Here we go. 70 Lions. Warriors 70. Huh.
Back to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. So it's 4th down, punting time. Ethan Evans to do the honor. Mike Hughes on the return for the Falcons. And this one's going to be downed inside the 20-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Still keeping the legs moving, somehow managing to turn that into a gain.
2 yards on the pickup.
2nd down and 8. Another run here for Robinson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Short throw taken by Pitt. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now Robinson into the secondary, past the 40. Bijan Robinson. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 72 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Good with the extra point. And the Falcons are on top. It's now 10-7. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. This is Irving, trying to find someplace to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
He'll drop to throw. That is brought in by Ibuka. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Throwing now on 1st and 10. That's going to be incomplete. And they'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Got it. Ready?
2nd and 10.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Quincy Williams. And the Falcons are going to get the football back as time runs out in the 3rd quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. It's the Falcons with the early lead. We'll have more from Tampa after this. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2 as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10.
Okay, break. Unlock line. Unlock line.
On the give, it's Robinson. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Christian Harris there on the stop. Second down, 8 yards to go.
Let's go.
They'll go again with Robinson. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
A loss of 2 brings up 3rd and 10.
From the gun, it's Penix. Rolling to the left. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Really nice sequence of plays here defensively, not only to force the 3rd and long, but then you really take away all of the quarterback's options downfield, left him with nothing really else to do but to just simply throw that one away.
That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history. Back out is Brandon Aubrey. Had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Now, the ball thrown deep for Johnston. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. Now, a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now, the former Pitt Panther, Israel Abanikanda. He's inside the 30. And he will score. Israel Abanikanda It's his second touchdown of the year. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. Crazy. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to try it here again. That is hard. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 76 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Now it's York for the PAT. He's got it. And the Buccaneers are back within 6. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Sim. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here we go, set. Back to 60.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 31, here is 2nd down and 9. Looking to throw, it's Penix. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to be taken down, but there are 1, 2, 3 flags on the field. I don't think this is going to stand. Here's Abanaconda. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It is a big play there for the Falcons. 31 yards.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Pitts is the man in motion. They'll throw on 1st down with Penix. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Penix. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. 1st down, Atlanta. On the ground, it's Abanaconda. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run
to the goal line and in. Rashee Rice, touchdown Falcons. His 4th TD grab of the season. The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Falcons add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
On first down, here's Irvin. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line.
36-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
A run now on second down. And this will be a Bucs first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
It's a loss of
Last
2.
play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Sending it downfield for Fant. And the Falcons will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is, how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same?
Robinson hit. He's lost the ball. And the Buccaneers come away with the turnover.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
And he will go all the way. Nicole Hardman. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. York is good on the extra point. And the Bucs are back within 6.
Buccaneers, 21.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
35-yard line.
First down, it's Robinson. Room to run past midfield. He's going to get this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 38-yard line.
It's a gain of 27 yards. And the Falcons first down.
Penix now off the bootleg. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of 17.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Now the Bucs will take their first time out. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter. Third down and 9.
Set up.
Penix. He's got it at about the 8. And the Falcons are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
That's another.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll take it on in. Drake London. Touchdown Atlanta. Now Aubrey for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Falcons are going to extend their lead.
34. Buccaneers 21.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here's Smith to return it. He'll be out of bounds just past the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Your money up. I put money down on all of us, on my people now, on what I love. Ooh, baby, we run it up. Yeah, the minute the sun is up. There's no rest to where shut it down.
Come on, set. 60 bucks.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking middle of the field. It's complete. Inside the 20. He is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 71 yards. Timeout here in Tampa Bay. That is their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. So after the big play to start, now we have first and goal. They'll try to sneak it here, and he will drive his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Makes the score Falcons 34, Buccaneers 28. Dave York to kick off.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. On first and 10, it's Penix. Open man downfield, it's Rice. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 38-yard line.
And a lefty Penix on first down. That's complete to his running back, Israel Abanikanda. And he'll be out of bounds, a pickup of 5.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
They'll come up here on second down and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Again, it's Penix. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This from an even 50 yards out. And this is blocked. Now this is scooped up by a member of the offense. But he's not going to be able to advance past the marker. He is stopped short. And the block kick leads to a turnover on down. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Give, and here comes Robinson. He's inside the 40, inside the 20, and he is gone. 72 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. He'll run with Irvin. He'll look forward for a couple. Quincy Williams in there for the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 8.
Here we go.
Now, faking the give. We'll get this complete left side to Johnston. Down the sideline. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to stop this inside the 25.
Ready up.
First and 10.
And a first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
79. Smash, smash. Hut, hut.
On the ground, it's Irvin. He's to the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space. And, man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up first and goal.
So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have first and goal.
Let's go now. Ready?
Walker. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line. From a little closer, here's second and goal. Tucker. That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up third and goal.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Throwing here on third and goal. That's in the end zone and intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates.
Jesse Bates on the cover.
They'll run it here with Robinson. Into space. And they will get him on the ground, but a big play on the ground. A long run all the way up to midfield. It's a big run by Robinson. And even 50 yards.
The Falcons, first down. A gain of 50 yards. First down.
On first down, right back to Robinson. Open space to the 35. A terrific run there, all the way down to the 30-yard line.
That's another Falcons first down.
Let's go.
They'll go play action now with Penix. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
A run here with Abanaconda. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1 brings up third down and 11.
On third down, Penix. Now, deep ball for London. And that is incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it's going to lead to fourth down. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This a 48-yard attempt. Aubrey's kick is good. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. He'll look to throw. Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete. Emeka Ibuka, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
It's one of those things that rookie quarterbacks just really struggle with early on in the NFL. If you just stare down your primary read, you're going to get yourself into a lot of trouble. So continue to work through your progressions, take what's there, find the open receiver, and with more reps, this is something that you have to imagine he's going to really improve at.
And he gets back to Hardman. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open. Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw it. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. First and 10 now from the 36. Plant. It's Penix. Headed left. Buying time. Escaping the danger. Throwing and completing. And he's in. Rashee Rice. Touchdown Falcons. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. On for the PAT is Aubrey. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Back to throw. Exiting the pocket right. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
That one is complete to Hardman. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
To McCole Hardman. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll look to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
4 yards. That's another Buccaneers 1st down.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Going up top. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over here at their own 22.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety. Hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Another run here for Robinson. Up the sideline to the 40. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 33 yards.
A gain of 33 yards on the play.
They run over center with Robinson. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a couple. The motion man is Johnson. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. Good running there. He's got the 1st down inside the 30.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They're going to go play action with Penix. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. That is caught at the 3. And he will get into the end zone. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown Atlanta. Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons will add one more onto their big lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Their own 26-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down. He'll drop to throw. Now the ball thrown deep for Johnston. I had a defender draped all over. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
70 Rangers. Here we go. Here we go. Bravo 80. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
He'll look to throw. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That is caught. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
51 yards, the gain on the play. Complete to number 1, Quincy Johnston. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
Brings up second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Sack. 13. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Back to the air again on second and 10. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. This will pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup. You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And, oh, they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
The running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. And even 30 yards.
A gain of 30. First down.
And here's Bijan. And he will score again. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game. He's got 19 on the year. Good with the extra point. And the Falcons stretch things out even further. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
play action. He'll set up to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
And really, it's the interceptions that continue to be a problem, and he's lucky he didn't add to that total. I mean, defender had an opportunity to add another one to the mix, and he just has to do a better job making decisions, finding the open target.
And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. On the give, it's Robinson. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
They'll go again with Robinson. And nice work here. He's got the first down to about the 30-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
On second down, it's a run with Robinson. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line. Now Penix on third and long. Looking down the field, but that ball's incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Going to leave the offense out there for fourth and long. Fourth down, and here's Penix. That is caught. He gets the hookup with Price. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. On the handoff, here's Robinson running right. And the Falcons are going to have first and goal. Good running gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Back to throw. Here's Penix. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Danny Gray. Touchdown Atlanta. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Falcons add on to their already sizable lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here's Irvin. pitch. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll come up on a second down and 8.
Here we go, go!
Right back to Irving. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. Talk things over before third down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain there of 24 yards. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 35.
Now a run with Smith. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Smith again. Face to run inside the 20. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. Down at the 12. It's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Once again, it's Smith. And he's in! Rashawn Smith. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
The offense will stay out there as they will line up and go for 2.
The Bucs will set up for the...
They'll go with the run and Irving. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They mark him short. The try for 2 unsuccessful. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. Here now, third and 5. Here's Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Falcon first down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Here's Abanaconda. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Now the Falcons will use their third final timeout. Clock stop, 46 seconds to go. Second and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up third down.
10 yards to go.
They'll run it here with Robinson. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
It's fourth down.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. They'll go. It's Robinson, and he is not going to get there. Short of the marker, and that's going to be a turnover on down.
Turnover on down.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Take go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He's going to look for the home run ball. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Result of the play.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you jump the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
What a run. He brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line. Now whistles and timeout. Go figure. Not sure the point of this. We're going to stop it. 4 seconds left in the game. On first down, right back to Robinson. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten.